At the University of British Columbia, Amit Kumar extracts precious metals from discarded electronics. Using familiar mining techniques, he processes ground-up circuit boards as if they were ore dug from the ground. What others regard as rubbish, he sees as a rich vein of metal.
If I have a mine, if it's a copper mine, we can only extract the copper out. If it's a gold mine, we can extract the gold out. Here we have a stream which contains copper, silver, gold at the same time.
Despite Amit's work, there's very little extraction of metals from so-called e-waste in Canada, yet more and more of it is thrown out each year. As a signatory to the Basel Convention, the country is supposed to reuse or recycle old electronics, but at recycling yards, a lot still ends up in landfills or gets shipped illegally to developing countries to be disassembled under dangerous conditions.
We are finding over the years that many containers of electronic waste and other waste, lead acid batteries, etc., are exported from Canada, mostly to China and the Far East.
Last year, the Basel Action Network hid GPS trackers in discarded computers and followed them as they were illegally shipped to other countries. Some passed through Canadian ports. Several companies have been investigated, one even charged and fined in this area along the Greater Vancouver waterfront, riverfront, with mishandling e-waste, sending it abroad illegally. But it's very difficult to get detailed information on just what the government is doing about the hazardous material produced every day all across Canada. In an email, a government spokesperson told Al Jazeera that Canada follows the rules laid out in the Basel Convention and will investigate, prosecute, and punish those who ship waste abroad without proper permits. As e-waste quantities grow in Canada, this business in Vancouver refurbishes and sells old computers. Film set designers use them to recreate recent history. Others, just like old machines, with new electronics inside. The owner says customers approve of the firm's commitment to safe recycling.
We want to make people aware that not all recycling is created equal and that it's important to ask questions about where your gear is going to go. And that's why we're entirely open about where our equipment ends up and how our processes work.
Mining old cell phones and circuit boards for gold, reusing them as period pieces, or disposing of them safely and legally. These are the choices facing governments, business, and consumers in Canada. Daniel Lack, Al Jazeera, Vancouver.